Morning, YouTube. Stevie here. It is Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock. Just getting ready to get rolling for a day. I'm sitting here at home. I did a couple of videos yesterday, but the one I got a phone call in the middle, and so my stupid phone cuts them off, and I don't know how to restart them. And then the other one, I had everything done, and it was downloading, and somehow I hit the wrong button and mucked it all up, and 2 times recording the same video. I had all I could take. I just couldn't do it one more time. But we are rolling today. Just a unbelievable shorty almost. Just running over to Syracuse and picking up a load for delivery tomorrow. Stupid cold to pick delivery tomorrow up there in South Elgin. South Elgin again. I'm going to try to go real early and get in and out before the traffic starts. I'm looking over in that field. There's, I think there's a turkey coming out. I can't quite tell. Yesterday there was a deer coming out. I filmed one of these videos sitting in this truck where I park my truck at my house. When I have these drive-in trailers, I park my truck out on the road. Not on the road, I shouldn't say it that way, but on the back side of the woods of where I live, because I don't want to, I can get this truck and a hopper bottom in and out of my driveway without any trouble. But these 53 footers, real tall 53 footers, the tree limbs kind of scratch them when they come in and out, and I don't want to scratch up their trailer. Not that they would ever notice or probably care, but I'm not going to do it anyway. Anyhow, yeah, I got this little shorty to run tomorrow to fill in the week. I said running these recaps is not working well at all for me. Some guys are probably better at it than I am, because it's not working. Especially with the traffic around Chicago. Chicago traffic is terrible. From here to South Elgin, from my house to South Elgin, is about 100 miles. And I swear 70 of it is Chicagoland traffic and construction. Every highway I go on between here and there, and this is not an exaggeration, every highway I go on between here and there has some construction in it somewhere. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. The only good thing about winter, they don't do as much construction in the winter. They still do it, but just not as much. Oh, next week, what do I got next week? I got 3 loads booked for next week. I don't know if they're any good. Kind of a loop. Same load over and over and over. It's not very good. Let me rephrase that. It's not very good. And I will probably cancel them. The more I think about it this week, the less I like them. And I just booked another one of them. It's Galesburg down to Franklin, Indiana, and back to Galesburg and grab another one and go back around. It just doesn't pay enough to do that. Too much Deadhead. I mean, you got Deadhead all the way back. It's a couple hundred miles. It's not. One way the freight is good. And, you know, it's not a bad load. Upper twos. And it delivers same day. Pick it up, deliver same day. Dropping hooks on both ends. But my thought was, when I booked it, I want to be home on Saturday, and then I could run out on Sunday. But I haven't seen anything. There's been okay loads going on Sunday, mostly out of South Elgin. But everywhere they were going, didn't seem to be anything coming back. It's a challenge. It's been a real challenge in that respect. There's a mosquito in this truck. Now, I wanted to comment on one of the comments I got in the comment section. Thanks for everybody who comments. Chris Bollinger. I mean, I said your last name right because I scribbled it when I wrote it on a piece of paper. I just wrote it on a piece of paper. And he runs for J.B. Hunt and it wouldn't let me comment on your video or on your comment. I don't know why it wouldn't let me comment, but it wouldn't. He's saying, you said your fuel discount, you're like paying $2.85 to $3. The discount they quoted me for power only was not even remotely close to that. Not even in the ballpark. I mean, it was 15 to 18 cents maybe off the pump price. Not good. Not good at all. So that is a definite advantage to being under their numbers, which would make up some of that difference from the percent that they take, which is way too much. They take too much of mine for what they do. They take even more of yours, but you're running under their numbers, I mean, but so that would help. When I wanted to try this power only, I thought I would get that good discount that you guys are getting. But they didn't give it to me for whatever reason. They're not giving them that big a discount to power only. And it's interesting. You said you're running. He said so. He's got a better fuel discount than me, running under their numbers, and he's found that running the longer runs, 1,500 miles, is working out better for him. Now, I'm assuming that that's the 360 board. Like I say, I'm not on the 360 board. I'm on a different board. So he said he was doing okay. And I'm not going to put the number out there that he said he was making or had been making. But it was better than what I'm making doing power only. Part of that would probably have come from the fuel discount being so much better. But then he might be on the right track. Chris might be on the right track of running them longer loads where you can just, even though the rates, let's say I'm trying to run freight that's mid $2 a mile freight, but I'm not getting the miles, and the days that you can't work in the middle to try to, you're trying to get the get the loads to work out right. You miss a day in the middle a lot, or a half a day, or 3/4 of a day. He might be on the right track where running long, even though the mileage rate is less, you get a lot more miles covered, and you don't have that downtime in between loads trying to make the loads right. So let's just say he ran 1,500 miles. Let's just say 3 days. It wouldn't take 3 days. Let's just say it was 3 days. He's only going to have, let's say, a day or half a day, or let's say it was a day, to get reloaded, to come back to wherever he's trying to come back to. That's 7 days of consistent running. You can utilize that clock better and not have to deal with the downtime in the middle, and end up making more money at the end of the day. He might be on the right track. I might look for some longer loads. There was a load that went from up here in my kind of neck of the woods. Well, it wasn't my neck of the woods. It was a little bit heavy, but I think it was Arestas, which would probably be tomatoes, because that's where a lot of our tomatoes go down there. Red Gold has a tomato plant down in Arestas. Going to Florida, Clearwater, that paid pretty good. And then there was a load, I think it was out of Jacksonville, that came back up somewhere into Ohio that wasn't too bad. And then if you could get a decent load out of Ohio back up to North Chicagoland, it'd probably be an okay turn, probably be an okay week. So maybe I need to start looking at something like that instead, if I'm going to run this JB Hunt. But, all right, I got to do my pre-trip yet. And I think that's close enough to time. I couldn't pick this load up till 11 o'clock Eastern, which is about an hour from now. Not quite. And I probably should stop and get some fuel. But, all right, everybody. God bless. One of these days I'll get to the doctor's office and get maybe an inhaler and try to get rid of this cough I got. So you guys don't have to listen to that rigmarole. And I'll probably do another video later on this afternoon. Thanks for all the new subs, everybody. I really appreciate it. And everybody have a great day.